Hey, it's Brandon and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we have another new artist alert for the channel. Yes, we're headed all the way back to 1981 to listen to Williams Avenue by American rock band Quarterflash. And this one comes from Quarterflash, their first studio album, which reached number 8 in the US. This is the closing track and runs almost 8 minutes long. It's about longing for a sense of belonging and escape from the mundane aspects of life. Williams Avenue is that highway of freedom where one can let loose and find themselves. Let's check it out.
City pigeon in the Portland Zoo, high on Williams Avenue. Oh, let me ride your Cadillac. I don't care when I get back. At least I'll say that I once flew high on Williams Avenue. High on Williams Avenue. High on
Wow, what a super energizing, delectable song. So much happening, of course. Plenty of funk. I love, like in the beginning, started super funky and then transitioned beautifully into this smooth ride back and forth effortlessly throughout the song. Got to mention that. Wow, so much amazing instrumentation. The mega slapping bass right off the bat, also strong bass through the whole song. Level 42 would be quite proud of this one. Of course, I only ever knew the big hit, Heart in My Heart, by this band, so I knew that Rindy Ross had an amazing voice, but her vocals here, just off the charts, strong as ever. I think in this song it showcased even more what she could do with her voice versus Heart in My Heart. So many colors here. She went soft, she went big, she did runs, beautiful tone, beautiful phrasing, beautiful control. Just loved it. And the strong backing vocals, it kind of just blasted in right at the right moments. Another great strong layer to this big song. And yet another excellent element, those brass riffs that kept happening. I think it was trumpets and sax. It was definitely sax in there. Always thrilling each time they came back. Kind of a do. Wow. And then, of course, I loved how it fell down perfectly. Back to those slower verses, back and forth. Incredible stuff. Steely Dan level excellence in the musicianship, in my opinion. Of course, now I know why this song is almost 8 minutes long. There was so much beautiful, stellar instrumentation, kind of starting at maybe 30-40% mark, all the way to maybe the 80% mark. When the voice came back, the vocals, so much happened in that big middle section, if you want to call it that. First off, beautiful keys, combined with the saxophone and their own solo. That was sublime. So much ear candy already. It just kept going and going, morphing into new musical ideas. I was loving every second of it. I really enjoyed the hi-hat work, but especially that percussion. Sounded like a wood block. Not sure, but loved it. It was plentiful. Around the 50% mark, a new musical idea. They just kind of shifted, there was probably 4 different ideas in that big middle section of instrumental. Incredible. I loved everything I was hearing. Different enough each section, but it all tied together beautifully. Next up, we get that kind of plucky, snappy guitar solo. Hit me really hard, powerful stuff. It was very extended. It was speaking loudly. Then finally, after all that gorgeous instrumental music, Rindy comes back to delight me with some more vocals one last time before we end with that epic brass riff to tie it all together. Wow, what a journey of a song. Truly, every second mattered here. Truly, every second thrilled me here. Yeah, so happy I picked this one. It was a long song. I can't resist those. So I'm glad I was able to experience finally a second song by Quarterflash all these decades later after knowing just Heart in My Heart. This was incredible. Again, showcased to perfection all of their abilities. It's getting the Double Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, for Williams Avenue by Quarterflash, 1981. Wow. Thank you so much for this amazing ride. Rindy Ross, Marv Ross, Jack Charles, Rick DiGianleonardo, Rich Gooch, Brian David Willis, and anyone else involved. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about this wonderful song, I would love to know what you think. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.